Okay, so a story about Monday. I made a video. Put it in my. I took the memory card out of my camera and put it near my computer. Didn't put it in my computer and promptly lost it. I don't know where it is. Could be anywhere, like my dog's stomach. But it's nowhere that I can find. So until I find that, I'm stuck making videos on this, which is not a problem. But at the same time, like I really want to find my camera, or not my camera, my memory card, my SD card. I really want to find my SD card. But anyway, so moving on. Thank you, Dylan, for stepping in for me. That was awesome. 3 weeks in a row. 3 weeks in a row. You're awesome. Anyway, so yeah, this week we were talking about series that we wish could have been longer or series that we wish could have been shorter. I have an answer for both of those. The series I wish could be longer is Summer Deeper Kyo. And long story short on that is the fact that I just really, really wish that some of the things that occur later on in the manga could have been animated. A lot of backstory, mostly. Bantenmaru, which does randomly appear in the anime for a very split second and completely out of context. But at the same time, his likeness was in the series, which Dylan actually noticed, which I thought was really fun. But I still wish that character could have been there because I really like that character. I think he's actually honestly my favorite, which is weird because Kyo has always been my favorite. That's not true. Kyo has not always been my favorite. It's jumped from character to character in that series. But I think Bantenmaru is my favorite character. But anyway, series I wish could have been shorter, and this can go for anime and manga, is Inuyasha. And the truth of the matter is, Inuyasha just drags on and on and on, and it feels like a soap opera to me most of the time. It's really hard to say that because I really love Inuyasha. I love the story. I love Rumiko Takahashi, and I love her style, but at the same time, I think she even probably looks at it and going, I should have cut that a little shorter. I remember reading this thing saying she wanted to make it more than 500 chapters. She wanted to see if she could do it, and she physically did it, but did she do it with quality? That's questionable. I think, obviously, all the storylines, keep going and going, and there's very little resolution until, of course, the story is resolved. And for some of those storylines, the stories aren't resolved until, the very end, and it drives me crazy. I mean, that's 167 episodes in the original series, plus filler movies, for the most part. I mean, they're not manga related at all. They weren't manga. They're specifically anime, but at the same time, they kind of a bit sort of fit into the story from time to time. And then 26 episodes for the final act. That's a lot of episodes. That's a lot of episodes for somebody who normally watches anything from 13 to 50 episodes. 50 even being a lot, and the only reason I watch 50 episode anime is because I watch Gundam, and that's pretty much it. I remember looking at Macross going 36 episodes. I mean, I'm not much for long series, and not saying that there's anything wrong with that if you can do it successfully, and I think that sometimes Inuyasha is not as successful. I think season 5 is the best season because it's kind of a break from all the drug out storylines and actually gives you something new and resolves itself within the one season. And I really like that. I like the Band of Seven. I know that it's still related to the actual storyline, and it's not a filler arc by any shape of the imagination. It is in the manga, it exists, and everything like that. There actually is no true filler really in the anime except for one character, and that's Amane. Amane? Ayame. I don't know. The wolf demon. Anyway, moving on. And I don't know. I guess I question the quality of that series sometimes. I remember watching it through once while I was watching the final act, and actually was able to cut it down to 100 episodes, if that. I can't remember how many episodes there were, but I cut out quite a few episodes. And granted, I did cut out the entire Band of Seven arc, because I love the Band of Seven arc, but if you're going to go with just the main storyline, it doesn't quite fit completely. So it would be, like, something would be, whatever needs to be part of the main storyline would just be edited into that. Would be, like, you take pieces of that and then put that in there. But, I don't know. I guess, yeah. So, no spoilers in the comments below, especially about the Samurai Deeper Kill manga, because I haven't finished it. I'm going to eventually finish it. But yeah, so that's my video, and I will see you guys next week, actually on Monday, hopefully.